I guess the Sharjah wicket will definitely suit the Indian spinners. So it's time for Deepti Sharma, Shankar Patel, Shobna, Rata Yadav.
If we are facing Australia, we also need to look at our weak points as well. That is fielding and that is the lower order batting, and especially while chasing as well. So I think
आपको उनके पीछे जाना पड़ेगा. You have to be ultra aggressive against them and no silly mistakes, no catch dropping, and no silly run out. I guess our bowling and Australia batting, that would be the competition, and especially our spinners.
Match number 18, India women versus Australia women at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Deepu, what is your percentage?
50-50, to be honest. You can't.
We're now heading towards the final game for both these teams in the group stages. And as we said, as the man wearing a Bharat Army shirt, as the man wearing a maroon t-shirt as well said, we have to fight and get it to the last moment and move into the decider when we have India versus Australia women facing each other. I have Gurpalji with me, I have Deepu with me, and I have also Madhur with me. Welcome to the show, all three of you. I'll start with the young chap. Madhur, how has been India's tournament so far after losing the first game against New Zealand? Now coming back-to-back victories, are you confident about facing somebody like a mighty Aussies?
I think coming out to the very tough defeat from the New Zealand, I think we have done very well in the last two games. Talking about the Pakistan game, if we chase the target in 10 to 11 overs, it will be a benefit for us. But the Sri Lankan game was absolutely blast. We scored around 170, then we bowled out them in behind less than 100. So I think it's a great win. But now let's focus to the big game. It's India versus Australia. Now
Absolutely.
focus. Now people don't like India versus Pakistan. They'd like India versus Australia after that 19th November.
Absolutely, that is 100% true. But Paji, he said a little bit about quickening the innings versus Pakistan. Now, is the net run rate a concern for us moving into this fixture?
So I don't think so. Now the net run rate is any kind of a consideration for us because we talked before the Sri Lankan game as well. India need to win this game. And India has only three things. They have to win all the three games to qualify. So they don't need to think about much about the run rate. But glad we have won astonishing against the Sri Lankan. 80 win was quite fantastic. So neither we have recovered our run rate. We are into positive and the number two spot just behind Australia. So now just we have to focus on beating Australia and hopeful and our team has come into form. We have started to
Absolutely.
play like a team. I won't say we have peaked as of now, but we have started to play like a team, gel as a unit, and batting has also started to score runs. The early jitters of the tournaments have gone, so now our train is on track, I guess.
Okay, so you're saying the top order batters as well are getting formed, the experienced candidates are getting runs as well. Moving into the head to head between these two teams, India versus Australia, 33 matches have been played here. 8 times the women in blue have been victorious, while 25 times the mighty Aussies have been victorious in this format of the game. Deepu, as we've said before as well, domination continues for India. And can we take the revenge of the last time World Cup defeat we had against Australia?
I think not only last time, but all I think previous four occasions, the Aussies have got the better of us, be it CWG or One Day World Cup and other stuff. So I think it's not about one game, but I think it's more of the domination that these guys have upon us. 25-8 is a very big number in terms of games as well. So I think it's no better opportunity, to actually get the better of Australia, and it'll somehow just ease off the mental block. Okay, that we can beat Australia, and obviously it will give us the confidence in the semi-finals as well. The only area I think that we are lagging behind in the women's team. So hopefully, yes, if we beat Australia, that the monkey will be off.
Absolutely. Paji, we saw in the ongoing game Australia's captain Elisa Healy. She retired her herself just because of a calf muscle pull. What are your thoughts? Will India be concerned about her availability or focus on your own team?
Again, we must focus on our own thing, our own game. Because Healy retired herself, maybe she because as we see the weather is not so good, kind to the players. Still heat and humidity. in Dubai. So it might be for a precautionary. She has taken that call of retiring herself because the big game against India is there. As of now, Australia don't have nothing to worry about Australia for the qualification. They are already qualified. Uh, so I guess it's more of a precautionary, but we should focus on our strength and on player because Australia must have the replacements. They don't need to worry about anything. They are a big team. They have
Absolutely.
backup for every player. That's why they are the champions. Have They have won 6 to 8 times this T20 World Cup, if I'm not wrong. So I guess we should focus on just improving ourselves. And it's again, I will say one same thing: peaking at the right time.
Absolutely. Peaking at the right time is the most important thing, I must tell you, Baji. But that's how you need to defend quality sides like a defending champions, mighty Aussies. Looking into the fixtures so far, which has been for India, we're coming into a defeat, as the Madhur mentioned, versus New Zealand. But we fought back really well against Pakistan at Dubai. We won on the 6th of October. Now we defeated Sri Lanka, thumped Sri Lanka. The Asia Cup revenge has been taken on the 9th of October. But now we face 13th of October versus Australia women. Madhur, here is a very important question. Three matches on the trot at Dubai. Now we head towards Sharjah against Australia, who have played at the stadium. Will it be challenging for Harmanpreet Kaur and her side?
Yeah, talking about that Australia game, I think this game will be really tough for us. Look how Australia team has played since. I think they have six T20 World Cup till now, and this team plays like a team game. I think it's tough for us, but hopefully we can win the match because men's team already won the cup. It's time for women. It's time for fans to being a pura fan, not other fan to being a pura fan. Uh, yeah, so I think it's important game us, and we have to win this.
Okay, it's a must-win game, as he rightly mentioned, but he has a little bit done of a promotion of what has been when it comes to other fan to pro Pura fan. But Gopalji similarly focusing into the Australian women fixtures as well. Three on the trot for Aussies. That's not surprising at all. They're clear favourites to win the World Cup. Defeated Sri Lanka on the first day, then comprehensively defeated New Zealand women, which looked to be a very challenging task at Sharjah. Shifted to Dubai, defeated Pakistan massively by 9 wickets, and then coming back to Sharjah, facing their arch rivals Australia on the 13th of October. Do you think they can crumble?
I guess the Sharjah wicket will definitely suit the Indian spinners. So it's time for Deepti Sharma, Shankar Patel, Shobna, Radha Yadav. We may see Radha Yadav as well if we like to have four spinners, or Sanjana Sajivan can roll her arm over. Even Harmanpreet can roll her arm over. So it would be interesting that India playing in Sharjah. And Sharjah has a better outfit as compared to Dubai. So it would be an interesting match, but we have to play our A game again. We have to bring out
Absolutely.
our best game to beat Australia, because it's not about beating Australia. It's about we may see them again in the finals. So it's better to beat them and have a
I think
confidence.
it's not going that high. I think take this game as a time, one game at a time. Win
I,
this, seal
I'm
your
just
spot
saying
in the semis.
just the psychological thing. So we have to. It's important to beat Australia and qualify for the next round semi-final. And there's a possibility we can again face them. So and
Yeah,
and for us now what we have to do: three games we can win the tournament. Every game is do and die for us. If we beat Australia, we qualify for the semi-final. If we win semi-final, then we enter the finals. So 3 games we have to play our A game.
absolutely. Three games is what Paji is saying. Three wins and we lift the cup, as like you mentioned. Moving into the pitch report, Deepu, Sharjah Cricket Stadium. We have seen when it comes to the women's cricket, the teams have opted to bat first, put runs on the board, and comprehensively defend it. So I think that as the pitch is slowing down, it's getting much slower as the tournament progresses. So if you're given the captain's hat in a massive game between India and Australia, where both the teams have quality bowling attack as well, are you electing to bat first once again?
Uh, yeah, I'll definitely bat first. And other reasons being that, whenever we have chased against Australia, we have choked in the last 4 overs. Of the credits to their bowling and obviously some trash batting from a lower middle order. So if given the captain's hat, definitely I'll be batting first and just get to 120, 130 odd and just try and choke the Aussies as much as possible because we have to if we are facing Australia, we also need to look at our weak points as well. That is fielding and that is the lower order batting and especially while chasing as well. So I think it's important that the captain and the coach figures this out and definitely we'll definitely look to bat first if I am the captain.
Okay, you are electing to bat first, but
Yeah.
Gurpalji, do you think 120, 130 against a side that is chasing targets with ease is going to be enough?
That's what I'm saying. Adding to Deepu's, like the fielding will be a key factor in this game.
Yeah.
We know how the Aussies field. Alisa Perry, she takes the care of the boundaries. You cannot drop the catches of Australian because they are hard hitters. They can tong the ball. They can hit easy. They can clear any ground with their power. They have a powerful batting lineup. So fielding would be a very important factor, and that's what I'm saying. You are saying 120, 130. So if you are scoring 120, 130, that means you are have to score 150. So 20 runs must be saved by the Australian fielding side. So you have to fought like tigers, and you have to hunt the kangaroos because आपको उनके पीछे जाना पड़ेगा. You have to be ultra aggressive against them, and no silly mistakes, no catch dropping, and no silly run out. No silly run out.
Absolutely. There you go. That's the most important thing. No silly run out. He's hinting towards the Indian captain, I must tell you. But focusing into the players to watch out for, and I've got with my place 6 players for India. It's a big game. You have to need your big players to perform. Smriti Mandana, Harmanpreet Kaur, and Renuka Singh Thakur are my 3 players to watch out for India. And for Australia, I've gone with Beth Mooney, Elise Perry, and Megan Shoot are the 3 players. So 6 players for me. I'll start with Deepu. Any changes for you?
Uh, Obviously, I think I'll somewhat agree, but I think Shefali is a more key batter for
Okay.
us because she'll be laying the platform on a slow deck, and with the new ball coming up, I think it's imperative that we get to something around 50. With okay, I'll take 1 wicket in this. So yeah, Shefali plays a key role. Harman is obviously there, so she comes in, and I think Deepti is gonna play the key role with both bat and ball and in the field as
Okay.
well. So yeah, these three will be my India players to watch out for. For Australia, obviously Healy has played well against us in the past as well, so she comes up first, followed by Perry. Again, a gun all rounder. What she has done for us, she knows the Indian players well in and out.
Absolutely.
And I think it will be Talia Magra, another key batter for Australia. So I think it will be the Australian batters for these Australian batters which we need to watch out for.
Okay, so you're expecting the Aussie batters that will come out
Yeah.
hard against India. Similarly, Paji, is it once again, and it's also in a preview show of Fifth Umpire that you're going wildly different?
So I will go against all of the panels here because you were saying Tenuka Thakur, Harmanpreet, Smriti Mandana, same with Deepu. But I will agree Deepu with one thing. I guess our bowling and Australia batting, that would be the competition, and especially our spinners because Australia have the quality fast bowling, so they may tackle Renuka easily with the fast bowling, but our spinners will play a key role. How the pitch is because of Sharjah has they've been quite a few matches already playing on that Sharjah wicket. Can we take a risk of having a fourth spinner? Can we bring in Radha Yadav as well? Asha Shobna, we know she's a good bowler, but she's not a that swift fielder. She's dropping too many
Experienced as
catches.
well, yeah.
Too
Yeah.
many catches. So can we bring in a left arm spinner, an off spinner, and Shrenka Patel? We know she's a wily off spinner. So I will bank on my spinners for the same.
Okay, so you're going with
And
it's
fielding.
Indian bowlers versus Aussie batters. That's fair enough. That's a very important point because the spin will be key at stadiums like Sharjah. Moving into the predicted playing 11, starting with Team India, and I must say I'm going with an unchanged 11 because the team has done well. Yet again, Madhur, no Pooja Vastrakar, and she had a nickel, but we have got back in Sajiva Sanjana. I think she has done well so far in the tournament and hit the winning runs versus Pakistan. Are you going to change something that is working out well for India?
I think I will go with the Gurpal sir point that if Radha Yadav comes in, it will be great at this Sharjah pitch. So drop Sabana for a game and bring Radha Yadav. If she performs well in the Australia game, then we take her to the semi-final and so on.
Okay, so you're going with one change. No Asha Shobna. You're going with Radha Yadav as your spinner. Deepu, it's not a game to experiment. I must tell you, he's going with one change. Are you convinced to go with this for the game versus Australia?
Well, I don't see any changes coming up because if we look at our history as well, we are not the believers on tactics. We don't believe in tactics too much, especially the women's team is concerned. So I don't see any changes coming up until and unless again, as I say, there's a health condition or injury update. But unless and until and unless there's no injury, I don't see any changes coming up. I'll go with the same 11.
Okay, so you're going with the same 11. For India, I think this is a no-brainer. This is a team that is playing so well in the 11 and also in the tournament. 3 wins on the trot. No-brainer. Unchanged 11 for me. Gurpalji, is it the same for you as well?
I guess we will go with the same level unless or until we find that pitch is too slow or if we are playing a second game, then only we can have a fourth spinner at the expense of maybe a fast bowler or Anuti or Reddy or someone. But I guess they will play with the same team. I hope they have that much confidence on Asha Shobna as a fielder as well as a bowler, because she has not fired as of now in the tournament. But if we think she's a trump card, being a leggy, then all the best to Asha Shobna and the team
Okay,
India.
so you're saying for India, it could be one change, just like you mentioned. But similarly for Australia, unchanged 11 because they have got 3 wins on the trot. Can they make it four in a very important clash versus Team India, which is going to be important? Before we move on to the predictions, one final time, Gurpal Paji, over to you.
So as you're saying, Australia would be unchanged, but we have seen the Alisa Hilly thing.
Yeah,
She was retired.
that could be a
If
massive,
she,
massive
yeah,
blow for
yeah.
Australia.
If she's injury free and she's fine, then I don't think so there will be any change. But if she has a niggle or something, so I guess they will just Alisa Hilly. They won't take that much chance with her.
Cool, absolutely. Because I think they have already made 1 foot into the semis. That's a good point, but I don't think so. She's going to risk her. She will risk herself because it's India is who is the opponent. Moving into the predictions time now, which is going to be very very interesting. Match number 18: India woman versus Australia woman at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Deepu, what is your percentage?
50-50, to be honest. You can't take Australia out of it, and I don't want to, I don't want to win Australia's favor for obvious reasons that I would get a lot of hate from panelists and from the fellow countrymen as well. So yes, I'll go with 50-50, but heart says it will be India this time around. Coming up as the trump card.
50-50. So that's absolutely fair enough. Gurpal Baji, now to you. What is your? Is it 50-50 or anything here and there?
55-45 towards India, and I hope Alisa Hilly plays, because Harman versus Alisa is a match made for heaven.
Okay, 55-45 to Gurpal Paji, 50-50 for Deepu. Final question, Madhur, what's yours?
I can't make Australia at our level, but so I can say 51 and 49 in favor of us. Just a 1%,
51, 51,
just a
49 in favor
1%
of
for us.
India women. Just 1% in favor of the host, in favor of our Indian team going against the mighty Aussies. Thank you so much, Deepu. Thank you so much, Gurpalji. Thank you to Nadur as well. It's a huge, huge game, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow. India versus Australia. Sit back and enjoy. It's a decider for India. Win and qualify for the semis, hopefully, with a good net run rate as well. Thank you so much to all of you. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to Fifth Umpire. Press the bell icon as well. Thank you so much and bye bye.
Yeah.